Today, we are diving deep into something truly amazing, a microscopic army that's working inside your body right this very second. I mean, really think about that for a second. Every single breath you take, every doorknob you touch, you're surrounded by millions of invisible threats. So, what's stopping them from taking over? Well, you've got your own personal elite security force. And that's what we're talking about today, your immune system. It's not just one organ, it's this incredibly complex, coordinated network. Basically, your 24/7 security detail. So let's meet the team. Right, so every good security force needs a bad guy to fight, right? For your immune system, that bad guy is called a pathogen. That's just the fancy scientific name for any harmful little microorganism. We're talking bacteria, viruses, you name it, that's trying to set up shop inside your body. And this quote just nails it. It really does. The cells are the guards walking the beat. And the molecules, those are the weapons they're carrying, the guns and bullets. It's an all-out microscopic war happening inside you all the time. So, okay, how does this whole operation work? Well, the security force is split into two main divisions. Let's start with the frontline guys, the first responders. Their official name is the innate immune system. Just imagine them as the guards at a castle gate. This is your body's first line of defense. You're literally born with it, it's always on, and here's the key thing. It's not picky. It doesn't care if the invader is a bacterium or a virus. If you're not on the guest list, you're getting attacked. Simple as that. No questions asked. So who are these first responders? Well, first you've got the physical walls, like your skin. But if something gets past the wall, that's when the phagocytic eater cells move in, and they literally eat the invaders. Then you've got the natural killer cells. And yeah, with a name like that, you know they're not messing around. Their job is to take out any of your own cells that have gone rogue. Maybe they've been hijacked by a virus. And finally, you have dendritic cells. Think of these guys as the spies, gathering intel on the enemy to prep for the next wave of attack. But what if an intruder is smart enough or strong enough to get past those first responders? What happens then? Well, that's when you call in the big guns, the special ops team. This is the adaptive immune system. This team is totally different. It's the intelligence division, the elite squad. It's not always on patrol. It has to be activated by a very specific threat. But here's its superpower. It has a memory. It creates a most wanted poster for every single enemy it fights. So if that same bad guy ever shows its face again, the response is lightning fast, way stronger, and incredibly precise. So let's break that down. Your innate system, it's all about speed. It's there in a flash, but it's kind of general. The adaptive system, on the other hand, takes a little longer to get going, but it's like a highly trained assassin that never, ever forgets its target. And you absolutely need both. You need the bouncers at the door, and you need the highly trained snipers watching from above. Now, this special ops team has two main strategies. First up, you've got your B cells. They create something called antibodies. You can think of these like little homing missiles that lock onto an invader and mark it for destruction. Then you have the T cells. These guys are the ground troops. They don't just tag the enemy. They go in and take out infected cells directly. Hand-to-hand combat, basically. Okay, so this whole security force sounds pretty incredible, right? And it is. But it's not foolproof. Sometimes things go sideways and the system doesn't work the way it's supposed to. One problem is a total overreaction. This is basically what an allergy is. Your security force spots something completely harmless, like a bit of pollen, and absolutely freaks out, treating it like a 5-alarm fire and launching a massive attack. And that runny nose, those itchy eyes you get, yeah, that's just the collateral damage from a battle that never needed to happen. Then you have something even scarier, a case of mistaken identity. This is what happens in autoimmune diseases. The system gets so confused, it can't tell the difference between a real enemy and your own healthy cells. It's friendly fire. The guards start attacking the very citizens they swore to protect. And finally, the whole system can just get weakened or even shut down. That's called immunodeficiency. It can happen for a lot of reasons. Genetic mutations, malnutrition, or even viruses like HIV that specifically hunt down and destroy your immune cells. And when your security force is out of commission, well, the gates are left wide open for any and every infection to walk right in. So how can you tell if your own system might be having a tough time? Well, some of the signs are pretty common. Getting sick way more often than usual, having skin problems that just won't go away, or even achy joints. All of these could be little signals that your internal security team could use some support. Okay, but let's shift gears because this story has an incredibly positive and, frankly, mind blowing twist. We haven't just learned how this system works, we're learning how to work with it. And that is the amazing field of immunology. I mean, this is where science fiction is literally becoming reality. We are figuring out how to grab the controls, how to harness and guide and even train our own body's defenses to do incredible things for our health. And the ways we're using this are just revolutionary. Think about vaccines, for instance. A vaccine is basically a training manual for your immune system. It shows your special ops team a harmless piece of the enemy, like their mugshot, so they can create that most wanted file and be ready before the real invasion happens. And in cancer treatment, we're now literally training a patient's own T cells to go hunt down and kill cancer cells. It's incredible. From organ transplants to disease diagnostics, immunology is changing the game. We're not just passengers anymore. We're learning how to be the pilots. So that brings us to a final thought. Right now, as you're sitting here listening to this, your immune system is in a constant state of alert. It's fighting off invaders, it's cleaning up old damaged cells, it's updating its massive database of every threat it's ever seen. It never stops. So, here's a question for you. What do you think is the most amazing thing your security force is doing for you right this second? It's pretty incredible to think about. Thanks for joining me on this Explain.